And good morning. It's Tuesday as we begin a new day in January the 18th. Hope everybody is treating you well so far. You've had a cup of coffee and off we go. Does anybody remember those windshield scrapers that had the glove thing that you could put on? Might be a good day to go find that. We've got a little frost this morning. Right now, 29 degrees as you're waking up, and if you haven't cracked that back door to feel that. It's chilly outside. We will get to 58 before it's over, but that doesn't change the fact of just how cold it is right now. So be prepared for that. Get you a thick coat before you head out this morning and do whatever you've got to do. Rain moving into the forecast tomorrow. We'll look at the percentage of severe weather with that, and also some concern on Thursday. We've got rain chances through about 2 o'clock, and then temperatures will plunge to about 26 on Thursday night. Already New Orleans, and we'll show this in just a little bit, starting to show some precipitation and freezing for Thursday night further south of us. And this may not come towards us, but it's always a concern when we've got rain during the daytime. Will that dry? And with a low of 26 on Thursday night. So we're watching this a few days out from it, but pay close attention to it. We'll look at what all is being said so far this morning. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll kick off the morning show at 8 a.m. I hope you'll join us. Candace is going to be off again today. My daughter Madison will be back to help us through the morning show. As we look at a few headlines this morning, a missing Holmes County woman has found deceased. They had put out an alert that she was missing. They do not expect foul play. She was found near a creek. Apparently, she wandered off, and it is just horrible. Jacqueline Epps, she was found yesterday afternoon, just off Highway 12, around 6:15 last night. So that just bad news for that. Hate to see those end that way. Also, Mississippi Senate is reviewing the bill to end the income tax. What do y'all think? Good? Bad? It'd be nice not to have that. Now, always keep in mind that when they do that, taxes in other areas will go up, but at least it would help in those areas. And what's your opinion on that? A lot of states do that. I know Texas and also Tennessee are one of the ones that don't charge state income tax. They do make it up again in other areas. We'll see. But that is getting reviewed. So maybe something good will come out of that. COVID, the next thing that is being talked about so much right now. It is everywhere. If you don't have it, you probably know someone who has gotten this new variant of it. Omicron, I think, is the new one. We've gone from Delta to Omicron. As we look at, and I'll pull this up for you. This is what the state of Mississippi is saying right now. 9,300 new cases in Mississippi. We have 19 deaths. In long-term care facilities, 298 breakouts. So far, 10,000 total deaths in the state of Mississippi since this all began. Areas of concern. And some people, and I say some people because I don't know their names. I know a lot of people go, who are they? But the people that I have known that have had this, I've heard back and forth. Some saying that it is milder with this, and then I've had others say, it's the worst thing I've ever had. I've seen both sides of the fence on this. So hopefully it is getting better. As we look at the headline from across the United States of what they're saying this, they say is the end in sight, the Omicron surge. The daily cases dropped by 47% last week. Deaths fell by 38% due with this new one. So hopefully it's coming down a little bit. I posted last night, a quote from Fauci, and boy, he always seems to get people's blood pressure stirred. When you share anything that's got Fauci, he's claiming that there could be, and you guessed it, yet another strand to come. People just do not trust Fauci at all, period. And I think there's a reason to be with that also. But I did share that to where he is saying that there's possibly another strand. I have not seen that from scientists or anybody else, just Fauci. But we did share that. Hawaii, with this same thought, will require visitors to the state to have a COVID booster. And if you don't, then you have to go in quarantine. Maybe not a good time to visit Hawaii right now. But that's a few of the headlines from across the state and across the nation there as we begin this Tuesday morning. Do hope yours is doing well there. As we say, good morning, nothing better. How are you? Tommy Ainsworth is up, Miss Connie Johns. Terry Ray tells us 28 in the big city of Philadelphia. As you come to that four-way stop, don't roll down that window. Be chilly, chilly, chilly. Good morning, Laura Lee. Glad to see you there. Joy Robinson, also Miss Joyce Godwin. Let's see, our kids are out of school today. Still have snow there. That's right. Nashville did get a snow, so y'all enjoy that. Good morning to Janice Bounds, also Milton Savelle, Charlotte Gray from Philadelphia, Teresa Spivey, Miss LaWanda Grantham, Brian Guess up in Adam in Philadelphia, Pat Coker doing well over in Hickory this morning. Donna Roseman, how are you? Dorothea Harrison, good morning. Also, James Sullivan is up. Good morning from APEC. Hope everybody there is doing well today. Rachel Grapple is up, and also we say good morning to, let's see, in Florida, Tammy Radcliffe Godwin. How are you doing, Tammy? Hope Florida's warmer. I don't know which part of Florida you're in, but usually warmer. We'll look at the map here in just a moment and see if we can figure that out. Ruth Key joins us, and also Joyce Godwin. Glad you're all there. It is a burr morning. As I mentioned there a few moments ago, I'm showing 29 in Meridian right now. Also this morning, beginning at 8, we'll talk about what happened at Jackson International yesterday. A scare. It was a bomb threat. Never, ever good. It was a verbal. Things were searched and everybody went back to normal there at the airport. So that's what happened. Coming up, we've got more on the way. Stay close. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings. Florida strawberries, 1 pound bag, only $3.99. A 4-pack of fresh tomatoes, only $1.99. Green bell peppers, 89 cents each. Hunt's tomato ketchup, a 20-ounce bottle, only $1. Nabisco Nilla wafers, 11-ounce box, 2 for $6. And certified Angus beef chuck roast, only $4.99 a pound.
We're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
And a big thank you to Joe and everybody there. Those specials will be good through this afternoon. New specials kick off for the Piggly Wiggly tomorrow there. You got a smile yet? I hope so. We're doing good as we brace this day. All right, let's look at weather and what the National Weather Service tells us. Then we'll go back and take a look at the radar and separate everything there. As we pull this up and we show that our record highs and record lows, 1974, I was a mere 5 years old. It was 77. 1948, I wouldn't thought of, and it was 10 degrees. Very chilly day there, 10 degrees. We hadn't seen anything like that in a while, and I hope we don't. We'll get sunshine returning today, high of 58 through Meridian, 56 in Philadelphia, a little bit cooler there, and we'll get somewhere between 56, 57 right there at Mississippi State and up through the Louisville area as we go west, warmer. Vicksburg, even into Louisiana, about 64 to 65 over to Bastrop. We'll go south and Natchez. As we look at those antebellum columns, we'll get about 64 today. Brookhaven, 61. The Hattiesburg area, 61. So that's not bad weather for us, but the further north, a little bit cooler there. The Mississippi Delta, if you're going through that area today, it's going to be 59. Now, today is going to be perfect. Tomorrow, a little different. We'll look at that here in just a second. Sunshine as we go to Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Roll Tide, we'll see 55 as we go over to Auburn, 54. Livingston looks like it'll be about 57 today there on campus. So it'll be a great day as we go through the areas up through Geiger. Look for 57 as well on there. Hamilton, 54. A great sunshiny day there in the state of Alabama. Not bad weather at all. As we look to tomorrow, and we'll pull this up on my radar too, severe weather is possible for tomorrow. Now, that line is going to be just northwest of Meridian, and we'll pull up my radar and put it down to the imaginary line of where it is. Parts of Kemper County, western Kemper County, and we could get a lot of rain tomorrow night. As we look at this, we'll look at that on the breakdown of the 7-day forecast. But look for this area here to get some rain tomorrow. It is a marginal risk. That's 1 out of 5, which means we could get some storms, damaging wind gusts, hail, and also tornado cannot be ruled out. Not likely, but you can't rule things out like that. That'll happen late afternoon into Wednesday night as we move forward. This is what I brought up just a moment ago that we want to look at on Thursday. Now, the Meridian area calling for rain showers, 50% chance through about 2 o'clock on Thursday. Then our temperatures in Meridian will dip to 26 on Thursday night. And as you all well know, just like I do, if there's anything that's wet and still left after dark, that will turn into sheets of ice. Let's hope that this clears up and the forecast changes a little bit. But already out of New Orleans, Louisiana, they are saying that a wintry mix could happen on Thursday night. And if you'll look at this goes up to Macomb at this point. Now, this is early, especially with these winter storms, as we all know that we don't know as much as we should about things like this. It just always happens that the winter storms are different than any other type of weather that comes in with this. But you've got anywhere from the Baton Rouge area right here taken in just north of Biloxi and these areas through Macomb and just right outside the city limits of Natchez. A wintry mix possible there. And that's going to move off to the northeast as we watch this. Will this come up any further? I'm not sure. But we definitely want to watch that rain and that temperature that's going to be dropping in our area to 26 degrees. That's serious. Here's what we look for the next 5 to 6 days. 6 to 10 days is what the National Weather Service calls it. Mississippi, we're on that edge there. That's going to be right at Jackson and due east into east central Mississippi. Cooler weather. And as you get up here in eastern Georgia and to the Carolinas, well below the average. The coolest part of the nation right now. But we've got cooler weather on the way, and, well, let's look at that. Sylvia Stewart said there, Clark County, 29 this morning. It is cold. All right, here's the 7-day forecast, as I mentioned, of what we want to watch over the next little bit. Now, we've got 58 today, sunshine everywhere. Tonight's low 44, not bad at all. Because you compare that to right now, 29 degrees, big difference. Tomorrow we'll shoot up to 66 with a 30% chance of showers. Now, as we go into tomorrow night, that rain chance goes from 30% to 100% chance of thunderstorms before 10 o'clock. Then we'll get another round in between there at about 2 a.m. Lows will only be about 39 to 40, so not so bad. No chance of it turning into anything else. But we could get rain amounts anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. That's a lot, and we could get thunderstorms with that. If so, I'll be here to walk us through that and let us know what happens there. We'll get around late in the afternoon, and then as the night progresses, a lot bigger chances of thunderstorm activity happening there. Here's what we want to watch right here. As you see here, 50% chance of rain, 48 for a high, low of 26. And as it stands now, it says that the rain should end somewhere around 2 o'clock. Is that time enough to dry everything out before dark hits? It starts getting dark right around 5 o'clock and temperatures start plunging. So that gives it roughly 3 hours. It's something we need to pay close attention to. We'll watch that. I'll be in touch with Lima, get their thoughts on this for the Meridian area. And the further south, it looks like, as this storm comes in, is where it will come into play. It's a southern thing that will move off to the northeast with snow showers, wintry mix to the south of us. We'll see how that turns out. As we go into Friday, it looks like we'll get a cloudy sky. Most of the rain moving out there, a slight 20% chance that dies down with a high on Friday of 41. But look at that low on Friday night, 24 degrees. And it's going to remain in the 20s all weekend. We've got 26 on Saturday night and 28 on Sunday. Now, I urge you, if you hadn't got your pipes and all wrapped up with this 29-degree weather, that 24 will be a whole different level as it comes about. Sunshine returns on Monday as we see that with a high of 54, so a warming trend there. So let's go to this next week now as we move into January and head toward that February 1st. What's it going to do? As we've been showing, it's been cold. Oh, look, more 20-degree weather there as we wind out January. The last 2 weeks here of January are just bitter cold for us for these nighttime lows. Check on the elderly in your neighborhood. Make sure that they've got everything that they need. If you've got somebody that has trouble getting firewood to their house, stop. Spend 15 minutes at their house. Help them out a little bit there. Make sure they got blankets and they're well prepared. And it doesn't hurt to check on someone that might, we know, each of us know someone that might have a heater too close to a window curtain or something like that. Just check on things like that. Look out for one another because it's cold and people will try to remain warm through this. We go all the way through Friday the 28th, 32 starts a warming trend there back toward the 40s as we hit February 1st with a high of 60, nighttime low of 44. This forecast will change back and forth as we head toward that. So don't let that fool you. It could dip down even lower. But we definitely, for the next week, each night is going to be into the 20s. Shivering cold. Check on those pets. Make sure that everybody is taken care of in your area there. And Miss Gail sent out a prayer right there. And you need a blessing. We'll all think of that. So I'll see what else you've got to say there. Let's see. I heard, David said, I heard that whitetail are getting the COVID the same rate as humans. You know, I've heard that animals getting it as well, and I don't know enough about that to comment on it. Whew. It's scary. This stuff is something that has been released on us that I don't think will ever go away to y'all. It's a bad deal there. Miss Gail said 26 in Porterville this morning. That is nippy. Milton said he filled up his gas tank, $600. It's high right now. And who do we have to thank for that? Somebody in Washington. I'll let you call his name, but I think we all know that name right now. Things were low at one time, weren't they? As we look at deer feeding times today, it's Tuesday the 18th. Our best time to hunt will be this afternoon, basically from about 2 o'clock till 4:30ish. Be there for that. First time was in the AM hours. You couldn't be there for that. What's our wind going to do today if you're up a tree? Light south wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. So here we go as we begin this day. That's a quick look at it. Now let's switch and pull up radar so we can show you what's going on in and around the area here. As I mentioned, as we pull this up, let's go ahead and throw this up on the screen where you can see. Let me pull up this severe weather. This is for today, not really much anything going on. We turn on the severe weather for tomorrow, and this is where we want to watch everything for tomorrow in our area. Again, it's just west of Meridian. Let's zoom in on this where you can see this. As we turn on our locations, northeastern Lauderdale County, we'll get a little bit there. It's going to kick off right around Collinsville, take in West Lauderdale High School, and barely miss there across the road from West Lauderdale Elementary and into Kemper County. As we look at this, follow Highway 39, and it doesn't quite make it to Porterville, just west of there, about Townsend Road is where that'll be, and just shy of reaching about where the old dump is there, coming into Scuba there, and then due north into the Macon area, all the way up the state line there and taking in Columbus. But as we go down in here, all of Newton County will be in this, except this eastern corner here. Lazy Acres barely getting out of the threat of a severe one weather alert there for tomorrow. That comes right across Hickory, right through there. And most of Jasper County will be out of this, but it's kind of like Lauderdale County. That extreme northwestern corner of the county right there will have it, as well as we have here. The eastern side of Lauderdale County looks good. That northwest corner, that's where we'll watch out here in the West Lauderdale area through this. And it goes all the way back to Jackson as you get into Smith County, most of the county under that as well. So that's what is showing as we get ready for severe weather. This is going to be late. We should get 1 to 2 inches of rain on Wednesday night. That's going to be a lot of rain coming down as we look at that. Let's look at day 3 to see if there's really anything that is showing up on day 3. Now, this is not making a Category 1 or anything, but it is showing that we could have precipitation coming down on Thursday. And this is what we want to watch there, as New Orleans already put that out. If you're just tuning in, we brought that up, that New Orleans putting out from this area here, from Baton Rouge into Macomb, Mississippi. That's going to put us right up in here, that there could be some wintry mix coming down. Right there is Macomb. This is going to be from here due south down to Baton Rouge, from about right there in this area, right in here. We're a day out. It is winter precipitation. You never know what that stuff is going to do, so we'll watch it and be on top of this for you to make sure that you're aware of what's going on with the weather. We don't want anybody to be caught in anything with the possibility, because, boy, all that does is bring in, if you've got rain and 26 degrees, power outages, and we don't want that as cold as it's going to be. That would be horrible for our area. So On top of it, we will stay, and I will update you throughout the day as we get closer to this. Good morning, Brian Troy. Also, Milton, how are you today? As we move right along. All right, we'll be back here in just a little while, in about an hour and 10 minutes to get ready for the morning show. Join us. We'll tell you all what's going on across the nation and right here in our great state of Mississippi and Alabama. We'll be on top of that. That's coming up this morning. Thank you for dropping by. Means a lot. It's good to see everybody this morning, and we'll be back shortly.
Scotty Ray's weather is brought to you by